morning. This is KTUK with
Anthony Ernesto
and Logan Martinez.
reporting to you live at 7:15 a.m.
Breaking news. There have been 3 terrorist attacks in the United Kingdom. During an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester Arena, a bomb went off and it killed 22 people. ISIS has claimed responsibility for this devastating attack. Finsbury Park Mosque has also been attacked. A man by the name of Darren Osborne drove a van into a crowd of worshippers, injuring 10 people and killing 1 person. British Army soldier Lee Rigby has also been beaten to death by Islamic extremists by the Royal Artillery Barracks in London. All of these are very sad and devastating to the families involved.
Our next segment, we will talk about immigration in the United Kingdom. The British Parliament on September 6, 2012 debates on the country's immigration. This was due to 140,000 people signing a petition to have the debate take place. The United Kingdom is the main destination for immigration in Europe due to there being many possibilities for a better life. In June of 1948, there was mass immigration. This was due to the labor shortage after World War II. In the event called the Windrush, nearly 500 men arrived from Jamaica, and this was the start of mass migration in the UK. Many of them worked or joined the armed forces. Also, Commonwealth immigration was restricted on January 1st, 1972. This event put a cap on how many people from the Commonwealth were able to enter Britain, even if they had passports. You could only come to the UK if you have a work permit and have a grandparent or parent that was born in the UK. It made immigration difficult for many people.
Protests here in the UK are not uncommon. For example, in 2003, when hundreds of thousands of people crowded the streets of London protesting the support of the Iraq War, hand in hand marching through the streets hoping for a change. Well, today we have on the scene Anthony talking to angry protesters in Birmingham who are fighting against climate change.
These protesters are blocking traffic, clinging themselves to trains, and graffitiing as an act of rebellion. I'm here with this young UK student who has been out here since 3 in the morning. How is it out here?
It's been amazing. Police have been trying to scare us all day with arrests, but we just keep moving forward. The country has gone into a national climate emergency for the first time ever.
Amazing morale. You guys are doing great out here.
Breaking news in government policies. Her Majesty's government will today introduce legislation that will address the biggest issue of our time, namely CO2 emissions and the rising climate mayhem that they cause. Because of the rapid rising in CO2 levels, new policies have been enforced, such as all kids taking buses to schools, end to North Shore ferries, and cracking down on tourism. All this talk of policies reminds me of the policy back in 2008 that banned smoking in public places. This policy prohibits people from smoking in or around public places in the hopes that it would diminish the smoking population in the UK. The policy had backlash, but it was for the betterment of the country.
Today is September 10th, and we are celebrating the celebration of Guy Fawkes Day. This day is celebrated because of the gunpowder plot in the 1600s when they failed to destroy Parliament. Don't forget to display fireworks and have a bonfire. Also, don't forget to get red poppies for the upcoming Remembrance Day. This day is in November and for remembering the men and women who died in World War I and II. Wear a red poppy in remembrance of them. And now we have Logan to talk about his Shrove Tuesday experience from earlier this year.
Thanks, Anthony. This year at the start of Lent was when we celebrated Shrove Tuesday. Christians celebrated across the country by making pancakes, and I am very glad I was able to be a part of it.
Wow, sounds so cool. Thanks for sharing. Next we have our cooking show, So Do You Think You Can Cook? With our host/judge, Letha. Unfortunately, our show is only English, which is the most spoken language in the UK. But for the rest of the people that speak Polish and Welsh, which are the next 2 languages that are spoken the most, which have about 546,000 people speaking it, stay tuned for the next week, and we will have our different language edition.
Welcome to So You Think You Can Cook. Today we have contestants and they'll be making a different meal from the UK. Up first we have Logan, who will be making a pork pie. Over here we have Kenzie, who will be cooking British tea bread. And lastly we have Anthony, that will be making a salt beef bagel. In this, the contestants will have 30 minutes to make these dishes, and then I will judge the winner, which will get £10,000. Logan, how's it going over here? Tell us about your meal.
I'm cooking a pork pie. This is a meal that is normally served cold and contains chopped pork in the center with a crust pastry. It's been going good so far. Hopefully I'll be able to win this one.
Ooh, sounds good. Can you tell us a little bit about your dish?
My dish is British tea bread, and it involves cinnamon, orange zest, and dried fruit. And then I'll put icing on top to give it extra flavor.
Ooh, that sounds good. I can't wait. Anthony, what's the meal all about?
So I'm making a salt beef bagel. This is a bagel that's topped with beef, and first I have to cook the beef and then chop the vegetables up, and then I'll put them on the bagel.
Ooh, that sounds great. I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to try all these amazing dishes. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
If you're looking to come visit the UK, here are some behaviors to look out for on your visit. First, we drive on the left side of the road. We also take our hats off before entering the building. And lastly, we try to avoid hugging. Hopefully these tips will help you on your stay.
Welcome back to So You Think You Can Cook. We're about to announce our winner now. Congratulations, Anthony!
Yay.
On another note, there has been 3 major historical events in the United Kingdom. At the Garden House Hotel, there are many students protesting and riots have broken out. Most of the crowd is young college students aging from 20 to 25 years old. Many arrests have been made. Nick Clegg has also won the Liberal Democrat leadership election. He is now the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And our last and probably most unique historical event is that women can now be ordained as priests in the United Kingdom. The Church of England has approved, and now many women will become priests.
Welcome back. In this segment, we'll be talking about the United Nations and European nations. Northern Ireland became a member of the United Nations on December 14, 1955, under the head of the UN David Donahue, and have been a significant role in promoting peace ever since.
The European Union was made November 1st, 1993 as a cause of the Maastricht Treaty, which was signed by the heads of the government of the states of European Council. In 2004, the European Union gained more members. 10 members joined that year, and as a result, they gained power, size, and resources, and had to consider reforming old policies.
The end of the school year is approaching, and you know what that means. It's graduation season. And here's the newly graduated Kenzie Taylor sharing with us about her UK schooling experience.
Thanks, Letha. I'm here at my alma mater where all 4 stages of my schooling have been complete. Now let's break it down. Schooling is broken down into 4 key stages. My first and second key stage were finished when I was 11. Here I learned to read and write and basic math skills. This is just like elementary school in the US. Third and fourth key stages were from 11 to 16. Here I went to dances and got ready for higher education. This would be equivalent to junior high and high school back in America. Good luck to all the new graduates.
No delivery time, we're here with our very own UK specialist. He knows everything about the UK and more. Anthony, can you shed a little light on the UK for us?
I'd be delighted to. Did you know that Mount Snowdon is the highest peak in Wales, standing at 3,560 feet tall? That's a whole lot of mountain.
Ooh, that's fun because I know people climb it every day.
If you like that one, you're gonna like the next one. Did you know Scotland's national animal is the unicorn? I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty unusual to me.
Sure is.
And don't forget about the annual cheese rolling competition in England, where even visitors are welcome to roll their cheese of choice to see who will come out on top.
Oh, that sounds cheesy.
And also, Northern Ireland has the largest lake in the UK.
Thank you so much, Anthony. All this talk about the UK, doesn't it make you want to come here?
Sure does.
Well, next time you're in town, stop by the Loch Ness. Loch Ness is a large, deep freshwater loch. You can take boat trips and picnics. Watch out for the Loch Ness Monster.
One of my favorites, but don't forget about the Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a man-made site that was created as far back as 3000 BC. This is still a mystery how these rocks got like this, considering it would take about 600 men to move one rock, and each rock is 50 tons. It's important to experience this mysterious site.
Come on, Kenzie. The Dublin Zoo, which was designed in 1830 by Decimus Berto, has a wide range of animals that you and your family will love to go and see. Go support the zoo's role as a conservation study and education site. What do you got, Logan?
Cardiff Castle is a medieval castle located in the city centre of Cardiff, Wales. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you at 7 for the evening news.